This 6'10" center build is insane in NBA 2K26. I have a 99 rebound, so I can grab every single board, and I mean every single board. There is nobody out rebounding me out here, but while still having the 99 rebound, we made an athletic 6'10" build that can shoot consistently, is elite defensively, and still has some playmaking ability with a little bit of ball handle on this build. This is every guard's favorite build to play with. I'm telling you right now, this build can dominate every single game mode, 2s, 3s, 5s, whatever you want to play. And today I'm going to show you guys exactly how dominant this build is in Season 2 of NBA 2K26. Snatchback, green in his face. Let's get right into the video. Real quick before we get started though, go down there and drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on for me. I really appreciate it. I'm still going crazy for you guys all through 2K26. And I'm about to put you on to everything you need to know, the build, badges, animations, and anything else you could possibly need to be a dominant center this year. Let's get right into it. Here is the build. If you guys have not seen my 6'10" center video already, I showed you guys this build can play in every game mode, no matter where you want to bring it. It's elite. This build is insane. It's a very good big man build this year. We have the 81 driving dunk, which can eventually cap break to the 89 for contact driving dunks. 75 standing, which gets us the Giannis dunk package. 83 pointer with a 75 midi gets us sharpshooting takeover if you choose to use that. But even without it, I'm shooting extremely consistently, even with the no dip feature, which I will talk about later in the video. 71 pass accuracy. I use this build mainly in park, but I have rec gameplay on it if you guys want to go see. I was throwing perfectly fine passes in the rec as well, but this video is really to show you that this build is taking over the park. Anyways, 55 ball handle, 55 speed with ball. They can both cap break to a decent rating, so you can dribble on this 6'10" if you wanted to cap break that. 82 interior to stop anybody in the paint. 73 perimeter, more than enough to play good perimeter defense. We are not getting ISO'd. 60 steal to grab some lanes. 88 block, which can eventually cap break to 93. 99 defensive rebound paired with an 80 rebound on offense gets us the legend rebound chaser, which I'll talk about how that 80 rebound affects our offensive rebounds later on as well. But then the physicals are pretty solid too. 76 speed, 70 agility on a 6'10". We're really moving out here. 89 strength. I am going to use my build specialization on rebounding and put 2 cap breakers on my strength to get it to a 91, and then permanently max +2 brick wall to legend to go along with our 88 vertical, giving us legend pogo stick. Now, before I even get into anything else, I have comments on every single video asking for my motion style, asking for my animations, my jump shot, and my build specialization. I give it to you guys in every single video, so make sure you're paying attention, watch it all the way through. Let's get right into our badges, and then we'll take a look at our animations. Legend box out beast, legend pogo stick, legend rebound chaser, Hall of Fame set shot specialist. I mean, what else could you be asking for in a center build to go along with legend high flying denier, gold immovable enforcer? I mean, here's where my max +1s and 2s are, but our badge spread is insane. Let's take a look at the animations really quick. All right, and here's all the animations I'm using. Like I said, all the scoring animations, all the playmaking animations I currently have on. Motion style Anthony Davis. This helps you get out of screens really quickly. You can slip screens super fast with that motion style on. Here is my jump shot that I'm using. Jonathan Isaac base, LaMarcus Aldridge, Marc Gasol. Extremely fast, extremely good, extremely consistent, even though the timing stability is an F. I really don't think it matters this year. We're going to talk about LT shooting later on in the video, but this is what I have on. Let's get right into our first game and start showing you guys how good this build is. There's a few things I want to talk about in this video that people have concerns around centers no matter what center build you're posting. One of them, I want to talk about perimeter defense so that we're not getting ISO'd in park. 2, I want to talk about LT shooting out of the corner, or I guess anywhere on the court in NBA 2K26. It's insane. We'll get to that. I want to talk about screen setting ability, and I want to talk about how that 80 offensive rebound is affected by having a 99 defensive rebound. Starting with the first game though, make sure you guys are keeping an eye on the gameplay in the background. We are down 18-0. Watch what to do to these guys. But anyways, so the first thing I do want to talk about, you guys are going to see it throughout the entire gameplay. The perimeter defense on this build at a 73 rating is actually very solid. The rating might not seem very high. You can jump for contest from really far away because we have a long wingspan. The 73 gets you challenger. Obviously, we don't get on-ball menace on a 6'10" build, but even having the challenger, getting bumps with the gold immovable enforcer. Gold immovable enforcer in general is one of my favorite defensive badges. I've talked about it in a lot of my videos, but I'm telling you right now, 73 perimeter, when most of the time you're guarding somebody that's 6'9", 6'10", 7 foot, you are able to get really good, really solid, consistent perimeter stops on them. I'm telling you, the 73 rating is very, very slept on, especially on a build like this where you don't need to have 90s or 99, whatever perimeter defense, because we're on a center build. You're not going to get that. Those are lockdown stats. You're going to have to figure out how to play defense with a little bit lower perimeter defense. And I think 73 rating is a great threshold for that. Now, I'm not out here saying this build's a lockdown and you're going to be guarding or stopping every single guard you play against, but you'll see it. I'm keeping up with anybody that is trying to ISO me. I'm keeping up with anybody taking screens on me. Me and my 6'7" guard are just switching everything because, or or most of the time we're switching everything, because I can play defense. I can actually get stops, and that is crucial in this game. And being able to actually just switch back and forth and guard ISO, guard screens, that is the thing that makes me like this build a lot better for park and threes, and like anywhere that I'm playing twos or threes. I like this build better than my 7-footer just because I can move on defense. I'm not out here as a liability or a traffic cone just getting scored on every single time. The next thing I want to talk about is the 80 defensive rebound or 80 offensive rebound being affected by the 99 defensive rebound. Since we do have legend rebound chaser, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys here. Having the 80 rating is solid. Like, it feels way better than an 80 because of the badges that we have. Now, I will say, if you're worried about getting offensive rebounds, I do occasionally get out rebounded on the offensive end. Just being completely transparent, if you guys wanted to drop some stats and maybe put that offensive rebound up to 85-ish rating, 85 feels quite a bit better than me on some of my other builds than the 80 does, but it definitely gets the job done. If you guys, like, I'm getting offensive rebounds over pure inside 6'7", 6'8" builds. You guys see it happening, but if you are worried about the offensive rebounds, you could definitely sacrifice a little bit of something to try to get that to an 85-ish rating, but the job gets done with an 80 because we have the other legend badges, and having brick wall at legend, which I'm going to talk about screens later in a second, but I wanted to cap break the strength. I wanted to use my rebound specialization towards that. You guys could even use cap breakers on your offensive rebound later on in the year if that's what you chose to do. If you had some left over towards the end, it's definitely an option. But basically, my consensus on the 80 offensive rebound with the super high defensive is that it can get the job done, but if you're worried about it, if you want to grab more offensive rebounds, if you want to be more consistent on that end grabbing them, make sure you guys upgrade that at least to an 85-ish rating. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the L2 shooting, whatever you want to call it, the no dip shooting on 6'10" builds and centers in general. I have a lot of gameplay posted on my 7-footer. I have gameplay posted on this build. The LT shooting is a gigantic skill gap this year. I made a whole short talking about it and giving you the jump shots that I would recommend to be able to do that anywhere on the court with any wings, with any spot ups or any centers that you're going to be using. But anyways, it's insanely consistent because all I have to do is stand here, and you guys will see it in the gameplay, like I said, in the background if you've been watching, but my guard's going to dot me at certain times. It looks like they're guarding me. It looks like they're playing me tight, and they don't get any kind of contest whatsoever. I get the shot up so fast every single time. I shouldn't say every single time, but most of the time it's wide open or open because they don't even have time to react to how fast the shot is getting out of my hand. It really is the skill gap this year, in my opinion. If you have a center that can do this consistently with a guard that knows how to ISO, as you can see, he's hitting me here and I'm knocking down in the corner with two-way. But if you have a guard that knows how to ISO consistently and you can no dip out of the corner, you guys are going to be very, very unstoppable, especially if you can get some stops on defense. But if I'm no dipping out of the corner, my guy can't leave me not even an inch. He can't bait. He can't sit in the paint. He can't sit on the block. He can't do anything because I'm getting that shot up so insanely fast. There's no way he's going to stop me if he's playing off me whatsoever. They basically have to be sitting in my lap already to be able to try to get a stop on that no dip shot. Look at this right here. No dip right over the top of him. He can't close out from the paint in time, and that's just how it is every single time. And with tempo shooting and the jump shot that I showed you guys in the beginning, it is lethal. I highly recommend practicing at it. I highly recommend doing it and getting good at it right now because it's going to be something that is important. It's going to be necessary to be good at that by the end of the year. I guarantee it on a spot up build. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the screen setting ability with the 89 strength. I don't have gold brick wall yet, but I will have it once I finish my rebound specialization. I really just haven't gone. I've dropped a tutorial on how to finish it really fast. If you guys are not really fast, but the fastest method, if you guys want to check that out. But I haven't gone through it myself all the way yet. One of my friends did and showed me just how quick he really could get it done. But I just haven't had time to go sit down and do all that. But anyways, that's enough yapping about that. Once I have the 91 strength, I'll be able to use my permanent max +2 on brick wall to legend. Currently at silver with the 89 strength, it feels okay. It definitely feels like I'm missing some screens. They're sliding by me occasionally. And that is the benefit to having that higher strength. Look at the no dip out of the corner. But anyways, having the 91 strength on my 7-footer, I definitely set better screens. I can definitely feel the difference, especially when I put that max +2 on to get it to legend. So that is the big difference in my opinion, but I will get there eventually. I will get the cap breakers for it. I just don't want to use my current cap breakers for it because otherwise I won't have anything to use my specialization ones for, if that makes sense. But you could throw the crash, I think it's called crash or takeover on. If you put crash or takeover on, you set insane screens. It's just like the brick walls takeover from last year. You can really just put people on the floor, throw them out of the way, get your guard open every single time. Like even if I'm using that with a lower strength build, I throw them on the floor. I get insane screen animations. So if you want to go lower strength and just use that takeover the whole time, that's definitely an option. You could do that. That's not what I've been doing, just because most of the time my guard's isoing and I'm just shooting out of the corner. I have the rim protector one on so I can see where the rebounds go and everything like that. I just like to give our team as many options with the ball as possible. I don't ever want to miss a defensive rebound, and I like to get as many offensive ones as I can. So being able to see where the rebound goes, that's just my preferred play style. And speaking of preferred play style, one thing, snatchback green in his face. That's the clip you guys saw in the intro. Look how nasty this build is out here. But one thing I wanted to say, we're talking about build or play style. If you guys see this build, you want to change it up a little bit, you want to do something different, feel free to use it as a template. I say it in every one of my videos. Use this as a template, switch it up, change it up, make it fit your play style, make it be how you want to play. Because this, I build all my builds. Some of them are more competitive, some of them I build for comp, but I build most of my builds to fit my play style and how I want to play the game. And I suggest every one of you does that as well. There's a lot of max plus ones, twos, cap breakers. There's a billion different ways to make builds this year and change them up and specialize them. Everything, there's a ton of options this year. So be unique. You don't have to copy someone every single time. But if you want to copy it, feel free. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying if you want to switch it up, you can make it fit your play style. You can tweak stuff here and there. I guarantee the build will still be solid as long as you use this as a baseline. Try to hit those important thresholds. Make sure you're getting everything that you actually need on a center build. But yeah, that is what I wanted to get at with that. As you can see though, we're out here just destroying everybody we're playing against. I had a ton of fun on this build. Season 2 has been absolutely amazing so far. I have a lot of other builds, tutorials, gameplay, anything else you guys are going to want to see in 2K26. I have it coming. I have a lot of very important, very cool videos planned for you guys. I promise you're going to want to stay tuned for that. So real quick, drop a like, drop a sub, turn those notifications on. That is going to do it for this video. If you guys stuck around all the way to the end, I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.